Window components in Excel 2010. When you first open Excel 2010, it is vastly different than, let's say, 2003. Up at the top, we've got a ribbon. This top portion here, with tabs across the top and group names at the bottom edge, offers up some similar commands that you probably are used to from previous versions. We can simply click on other tabs to move forwards or backwards. Otherwise, we can use the Alt keyboard key, and when you tap it, letters will appear for each one of the tabs. So if I want to go to the Review tab, I hit R. Then inside of this tab, you can see groups, and within those commands have letters or combination of letters assigned to each one of them. If I wanted to go to Protect Sheet, I'd hit PS, and then I'm in Protect Sheet. Back at the Home tab, let's focus in on the font group. So again, you're observing the bottom edge of this ribbon. When you see font, you've got two rows of commands, starting with our font and ending at the bottom right-hand corner, our font color. If you want to get into the dialog box for font, notice an arrow on the right edge. Of this group name, we've got Show Font tab of the Format Cells dialog box when we hover. I'll click, and indeed the Format Cells dialog box appears with the Font tab in view. I can make my choices here through this Font tab, click OK, and once I've done that, you can launch another dialog box if you like. Not every group name will have dialog box launchers like Styles, Cells, and Editing. The first group, Clipboard, when you click on the arrow, it will show the Clipboard task pane. And you can see it's launched on the side here. I'll close. So if you have an arrow on the bottom right of any group name, it'll either A, when you click, launch a dialog box, or B, it'll launch a task pane. What is also new to 2010, and unlike 2007, we've got a File tab. It's called the Backstage view when you click on the File tab. Notice you do not have any grid area in view for your file. But when you're at the Home, all the way through to the View tab, you can still see your grid area to work. When you're at File, you'll note the first four are rather familiar: Save, Save As, Open, and Close. Then you've got New. When I click on New, it takes us to, of course, the New category, and what do you want to use as the blueprint to jumpstart your new file. Back at Info, as a new category entirely, we've got some information about the book. When you get into the next level of Excel, we'll explore, for example, Protect Workbook. Save and Send is kind of like a combo of save and some of the send choices that were in, let's say, 2007 and even in 2003. You can easily change your file type from one version to another, create a PDF, and send it. You've also got options. When I click here, it takes me to the Excel Options dialog box. I'll pause and show you the Customize ribbon category. Here we have on the right side our tabs that we have when we first open up Excel. You've got the Home all the way to Acrobat. We can create our own tabs. This is new to 2010. I love it that you can actually customize your ribbon now and add a new tab. So I'm down here at the bottom, click New. The new tab will appear and automatically a new group. I can rename that tab. I can rename the group, starting with the group, and let's call it Delete Actions. And the tab, once I click on it, gotta watch what I'm clicking on here before I choose Rename, I'll call it My Favorites. So what I'm going to add to my Delete Actions? Delete Choices. Popular commands, I happen to have Delete Cells, and I better make sure I'm in the right spot here first. delete cells, add, rows for deleting, and columns. When I click OK, I've got my favorites right here. And I've got the delete actions with delete cells, etc. So how did I get to that Excel options again? Well, the one way I showed you is File, Options, and then Customize Ribbon. I'll cancel. Another place to go to get into Excel options is by going to your Quick Access Toolbar. Now let's talk about this Quick Access Toolbar first before we get back into Excel options. By default, this Quick Access Toolbar is actually above the ribbon, so I'll show it above the ribbon. I actually prefer it below, so that's why you first saw it when I came in here, below the ribbon. Can I add commands to this Quick Access Toolbar? Absolutely. When we're back here, I can check off New and Open. As I happen to like the big three, I call it Filing Options, New, Open, and Save. It's not in the order I like, but we'll go to Excel Options shortly and customize the order in which these commands appear. Quick Print maybe I don't want Quick Print anymore. You get the picture. And when I click on More Commands, it takes me back to Excel Options and directly this time to Quick Access Toolbar. So you can work with commands from Popular if you like, or how about them all? Yep, these are all the commands that come with Excel, whether they're on the ribbon or not. If they're not on the ribbon, I'd like to see what I've got available for me. So let's say I want back. I'll add it. Maybe I don't like back there. I wish to have it right at the top. So whatever's selected, I can move up or down. I happen to like New at the top, then Open, then Save. That reminds me of what it used to look like in one particular toolbar way back when in a previous version. I click OK, and boom, New, Open, Save, and the rest of my commands on my Quick Access Toolbar. What about adding commands from the ribbon to the Quick Access Toolbar instead of going to Customize to do so? Suppose I use conditional formatting a lot. I right-click, Add to Quick Access Toolbar, and the last command appears as conditional formatting. Maybe I want to have AutoSum on there as well. I right-click and add, and here I've got AutoSum. Does not matter where I go on the ribbon, I can always right-click and add, and once I'm here and I don't like the positioning, remember I can go to Customize and reorder the positioning of my commands. I can delete any one of these choices here, commands on the Quick Access Toolbar by right-clicking and remove. If I right-click yet again on that Quick Access Toolbar, I can go directly to Customize Quick Access Toolbar, and once again, I'm in Excel Options. I'm back at that Home tab, and noting Sheet 1 is my active sheet. If I want more sheets, just like in 2007, I can insert a worksheet. So when I click on this icon here, it creates for me a whole new sheet. If I'm at Sheet 2 and I click on Insert Sheet, do you see how it always makes that sheet to be at the end? Now what if I wanted that new sheet to be in between Sheet 2 and 3? Did you notice when I pointed and paused? Now Shift F11 is the keyboard shortcut. So when I use Shift F11, wherever my active sheet was, it now is becoming that new sheet. So if you want to move this sheet in between Sheets 2 and 3, now you drag and drop. To end with, we'll quickly review some of the highlights of the new components to our window. You can press Alt to go to any tab on our ribbon by using one of those letters. And as a little side note, all of your Quick Access Toolbar items or commands will have numbers assigned to them. When I press Escape for cancel, and actually that is a keyboard shortcut I wish for you to memorize, Escape will cancel me out of my ribbon. Then, if I've got a dialog box launcher, it will be to the right of any of my groups that have that arrow. When I click, it takes me to a dialog box. Instead of clicking cancel, you heard me say that escape is to cancel. So using that top left-hand corner keyboard key, ESC, I will cancel my dialog box. Remember, not every arrow will launch a dialog box. In the case of clipboard, it will launch a task pane for me. I cannot press escape to close that clipboard task pane. I must click on close to do so. And finally, when I go to File, I can read information, save and send the file, and work with those options in Excel options, and we focused in on customized ribbon and the quick access toolbar.